Heyo, it's October 9th, 2017 is Pansvale Week and Wild Folks Week. The teams I recorded earlier, they just stopped working. To be honest with you, I don't know what happened, but there must have been a change in the matrix because I couldn't win more than 5 matches at a time. So I went back to the drawing board and I made this team. Kristenix, Regnagord, Sekma, and Infernus. And I actually had it labeled under Wisp Killer, and decided to give it another try. Don't remember when I made it, but it seems to be working great so far, to the point that, hey, I should record this and share it with others. So let's go ahead and begin. With this team, it's about getting Regnagord full to start getting everyone else full. And pretty self-explanatory after that. Not worried about skull damage. Let's take away yellow. Let's take away purple. Why purple? Because I don't, when Wisps start doing their extra turns, I want to end there. I do have a match, and that's what makes this such a great team is Sekma. Sekma can turn blue into skulls, brown into yellow, which keeps me looping. I think the issue before was I was just exploding too much. I was leaving my cascades in the AI's hands, and that's why all of a sudden it's just like, no, the luck is completely against you, and we're not going to give you more than 2 turns at a time. This is different because it's all in my hands pretty much, and I can just skull spam to death, or I can cast, yada yada, game over. And it's pretty much universal against all teams, and that's what I want in a PvP team. I don't want to have to be switching through different teams trying to think about each team differently, to the point that I have to think about my moves. I want to be reflexive. Gem match, go. And that's what has kept me on the leaderboards the past 2 weeks. Some matchups are always going to be just horrible for a certain team, but the teams I made earlier were just too bad and not consistent enough to keep it. And sometimes there's not a single thing you can do against the AI, but I want to try to keep that as minimal as possible. Let's take away blue. Alright, do I have any matches? Doesn't look like it. Let's clear the board. It's kind of a semi-clear, but at least Infernus is full again. Still don't see any matches. And now I can just cast, and that's it. I just checked my trophy count, but we can check it again. We're almost 5 minutes in. 277. Okay, it's kind of a weird number to try to remember. Fair enough. What happens if Kraken devours? Well, that's probably going to happen eventually. But by the time that happens, hopefully I have Kristenix ready to cast, and I can just fill that position. Regnagord's taking a while to fill. Let's take this red away. Let's take this green away. I have a 4 of a kind by taking purple away. They're all weak. Not weak enough. Can't take any blue. Hopefully it doesn't cascade too badly. Okay, so there's that Devour. Pretty much called it. Since I've been testing this out, it hasn't happened yet, so that's kind of funny. Let's take out Famine just so we don't have to worry about it. Skull damage. 4-gem match. Should have went for the green. Whoopsie. Now I can let us clear the board. Green. And let's take away purple to keep them at bay. Now we can just win the match. Still working on defenses. Alright, against a map. Usually I'd go with Great Maw, but for testing purposes, we'll stick to this team. That's a pretty good start. Cracking full right from the get-go. For X. Take away purple. Oh, jeez. And there's those endless cascades. If I go for red, yeah. He's gonna cast. Jesus. Yellow, of course, is frozen. So I'm just going to clear the board. The first troop is frozen. So I can't do any 4-gem matches. Gonna clear the board again. Again with the halfway clears. I don't want to risk. I have no. Yeah, I do. Okay. I didn't kill Mab. That sucks. Let's not have enough magic on the board. Let's go ahead and clear this out, though. That should be enough. Mercy's got quite a bit of life. Now that should be good to go. It's not bad. Still pretty fast. Even the BS cascades. That's better defense. Alright, the meta. Let's go with green. Let's go with purple. Got a 4 of a kind for skulls, targeting Mab. I don't see anything that can. Oh, there it is at the bottom. Take away red to get the 4 of a kind. And clear the board. Cascades, cascades. And it's green. Match. And before I had Herdmaster in there to keep everyone not frozen. But of course, they would just keep killing Herdmaster and do loops. Even if I froze them, the board would clear, and the AI would get 4 cascades from the team earlier. So it's better just to go with that. New fast PvP team that changed as well from earlier. So I go more green, more control, and then Christenix. I can usually just keep Yasmin going though. And then when I don't, I fire Christenix. And I usually fire him to take away all the green. And then, yeah. So a little bit faster than my 1 trophy team as well. And that was a nice 3 trophy match. There we go, D. Midsummer. That's interesting. I need to move. So yeah, that's the old team to go against everything against except Mab. And realistically, the only difference was where's that? I need to move this down, but just replaced Yasmin's choice with Sekma. And it's better synergy. And at one point, Infernus, when he kills a troop, he starts a Firestorm, and that works against Yasmin's chosen or choice, because when she clears the board, then she has more red troops drop than green ones, and I was kind of working against myself for that team. So a good AOE, but the RNG just was leaving too much to chance. Let's put it that way. With this team, everything works together. Sekma fuels Infernus, Rainengord gets Sekma full, and Christenix is there to help me control the board, but can also take skull damage. They can and summon in case any of the bottom troops get devoured. So there is a bit of a method behind the meta. I'm just kind of mad at myself that I forgot the team, and this is one of a few weeks in a while where I could not create a good team to go with the event. It just, I was excited with the new legendary, but it was just too weak. It was like a lessened Tetris. Yes, it was easier to cast it, but you don't have enough time in matches to cast 80 times. You're given too many turns to the AI. So it's not a bad troop, but since all the wild folk already start with like half mana anyway, it doesn't really help them there. I don't know. Maybe just more time needs to be spent with it. But I tried and wasted a lot of time. I could have been doing PvP, trying to figure out a good team for it. I don't see any 4-gen matches, so I'm gonna go clearing the board. It didn't want to clear too much for me. So if I drop red, if I take away red, I don't want to chance it. Red's frozen. Let's remember that. I want to take away green just to get the easy skull drop, and I can clear the board if it doesn't work out in my favor. 8 cascades later, my turn. Let's clear yellow. Red's still frozen. And he's the first position now. So let's clear it. I even tried with the king whatever. Every new legendary is king for some reason. I don't know if it's like a theme, but Ursaika was a king bear, let's say, because I don't know his name still. The last dwarf legendary was King Highforge. And this one's a king as well. So I guess every kingdom, which makes sense now I'm saying it out loud. Ooh, against Dawnbringer. Let's see about this. Every new kingdom it has a king. So maybe they should just make king a class. You know, like human or undead. They should have made Zacinos the king of undead. And gave him the ability to have undead start with half mana. Can you imagine Drak or Crimson starting the match with half mana? The game might actually be fun again. Does this get buffed off of yellow? No, yellow troops. I don't have a 4 of a kind. So I'm gonna get away this green. Okay. I do have a 4 of a kind in the middle, but I don't want to waste that as a cast. So let's go for red. I'm okay with casting Infernus for it, because he should take down a bear from all. There we go. Back to not having a 4 of a kind though. Let's take out Troll before they're able to take out Christenix. 5-gem match. I'm not seeing a 4 of a kind, but I think we're close enough that I can be a little reckless. Hopefully, yeah. And yes, Mondays suck when you're trying to build teams. You're getting frustrated by it, and you're trying to recruit. It's like, shit, what do I focus on? So I appreciate all of you that are watching us now and recruit earlier to give me time to focus on one thing at a time. Just red. All I dropped. And no cascades. But I got one there. Better clear it. Let's do yellow. Don't see any drops, so I'll clear the board. Still no drops, but close to death. Clear it again. And that's it, folks. Time is up. Do about 10 more matches. 10 more minutes of matches. Am I in the top 1,000 yet? Oh! It's a nice surprise. See if we can get in the top 50. It's I feel like the past 2 weeks I've been on the leaderboard. Last week I finished like 35th. The week before I finished 16th. I'm looking for a match. It sucks I can't have a match of purple. But my play hasn't really increased. It's just I think the game is a lot more difficult to people, and it can be frustrating for me, but the difficulty really hasn't changed. It's definitely been more challenging, and I think that just makes people either play just as much and lose a lot more, or they're not playing as much, or maybe it's just a 4X. And fast teams, I don't know. But I don't feel like I'm doing anything special to get on the leaderboard other than just winning a lot of matches. And I look at other people's win-loss ratios, and some are just crazy, where it's like 300 wins, 2 losses. Okay. I'm pretty consistent in that. Up until last weekend, it was 1 out of 10 matches, and then the weekend was like 1 out of 5, and did discourage me from trying too much. I'm playing casually. Like, the first time I ever got on the leaderboards and finished like 85th was like back in March, and I was burnt out. But I was also lower level. I didn't know as much about the game. So now I pretty much don't play hard, but play a lot during the week, and then on the weekend play less and less to kind of recharge for next week, and work being slow has definitely helped. But yeah, this team's all about the loops, and it's a non-event team other than Ragnagord, which I don't know if you count that as that 10% buff being a difference maker, but it's something you can use every week. Here's a true damage team, which would usually make Famine feel way too much. So let's see if that's still the case. Spirit Fox feels like it's going to be annoying, since this team usually works great with having a lot of things full. Let's see if I can get a 4 of a kind. I cannot. There I can. And I swear, I think, Famine used to have Jinx. I swear that it still does. Like, I'm not convinced, and I haven't brought up to devs because they hear enough allegations and whatnot, and they would just comment, we'll look into it. But I don't think they really removed the whole code from that, because I find my mana fill is a lot more slow against Famine teams than any other team. And it could very well be in my head. And it could be because Cyan loves to cast, keep casting, cast again. I'm going to let him have his fun with his little skull damage. I'm going to try to get Ragnagord full. And see, Ragnagord had like 6, right? 6 out of 14. I have the Abysmal Banner, which gives +1 to red. And it just filled 3 mana. And all it did was fill up 3. So that should have been 4, right? Without a mana surge. Just saying. Hopefully I can bait it into doing skull damage. And it didn't. Fucking smart AI. I want to do skull damage, so I don't want to take that turn. I know I got the other skull damage on our side too. Oh, geez. I didn't see that 4 of a kind. That's my mistake. That's me getting frustrated. I don't think I would have to get a surge to get Sekma full. So I better play it safe. Let's go for green. Okay. I really need a favorable drop. And of course I didn't get it. Looks like I'm due, folks. we don't have to worry about that anymore. I guess I gotta worry about Spirit Fox. Alright, we're still in this a little bit. I feel like this is the longest it's ever taken Famine to fill. But then again, my troops aren't filling either. Shoo. Where's that? That's gonna be a 4 of a kind if I drop it down for the AI. Finally, Jesus. Let's take away Ragnagord. Come on, I don't have any 4 of a kinds. Oh, still no famine full. I don't think this magic's gonna be enough. Yeah. But if I clear the board, I gotta go for it. Okay. If I didn't, it was gonna get full and start taking me out easily. So that slows a bit down. I'm gonna try to speed up the pace to give accurate trophy count for a half hour. Way too much green on the board. Way too many cascades just there. Let's clear the board. There we go. Trying to make up for that last time. Do a couple more matches. That should be fine. Blue there. Start weakening him down because he's not going to be able to take down easily with skull damage. Got a 4 giant. So much yellow and green. It's weird. I think that's all my 4 kind of matches. I saw it, but it's too late. I already decided to cast. Alright, one more match. Like Omen over happens. It's gonna be an interesting team. Pharaohs hits hard sometimes, and I wish I could see this slow counter, or yeah, a counter for the AI. Because all of a sudden Pharaohs are just like bam, and I'll be like, what? Where'd you get those souls from? If I was going to lose any match, it'd be this one because I'm not paying attention for crap. I'm just trying to look real quick and then saying yay or nay to casting. Bye. Trying to finish under 31:30. Got it. So let's go. I was at what, 277? Call it even half hour ish. So that is 46. No, 36. So I mean, I was mumbling and babbling a lot of that time. And still had 36 trophies in about a half hour. So I think it was a pretty fast team. Legendary? No. Alright, y'all. Thanks for watching. Bye.